Hi everyone, I'm Yash Chavan. I'm from ACENTC. So today I'm here to give presentation on data analytics lab oral examination. So let's move forward to the presentation. So my outline consists of question 1 execution, which is ANOVA testing, question 2 concept, challenges faced during data analysis, question 3 execution, ridge regression analysis, question 4 concept, which I have studied in data analytics. So let's move forward. So question 1 consists of perform ANOVA testing for given datasets. So we will go to the Google Colab and we'll see the code there. So let's go to the Colab. So ANOVA is a method of analyzing data from design experiment whose object is to compare two or more group means. ANOVA consists of two-way, one-way ANOVA and two-way ANOVA. One-way ANOVA consists of one independent variable and one dependent variable. Two-way ANOVA consists of two or more independent variable and two dependent variables. Now let us see the code. Here we have imported NumPy as NP. NumPy work with arrays. NumPy is used for working with arrays. Here we have imported Seaborn and SNS. Seaborn is used for data visualization. Here we have imported pandas as PD. Pandas is used for data manipulation and analysis. Here we have imported urlib.request as urlib2. urlib.request here we have imported to fetch the URL. So here we have fetched that URL, URL A, URL B and URL C. Here we have uploaded the four dataset which we are going to work on: store A.csv, store B.csv, store C.csv, store underscore new.csv. We have now read that three URL ABC here. Now we are going to split the data by new line, convert the list to array float. So here we have you done array operation. A is equal to np dot array. Here we have used split function at dot as type float. B is equal to np dot array b dot split as type float, and c is equal to np dot array c dot ply as type float. Here split is used. Split method function is used to split a string into a list. Now we are going to create a pandas data frame with store ABC as the column. Here we have created a panda data frame, pd.data frame, which is store A, store B, store C. Now we are going to use melt. Melt function is useful to massage a data frame. Here we have made the data frame for Seaborn. Now here we have plotted in a box plot using SNS, which is a plot between value and variable. Here we have plotted x value on y-axis value and on x-axis variable. So this is the plot box plot. Now we are going to print mean value of store A, store B, store C by using min function. It returns means of the data set passed as a parameters. So here round is also used to round off the given number of digits and return floating the point number. So here we will get the mean value as of store A 58.35, store B 55.754, store C mean 56.767. Now we will do a one-way ANOVA test and get the p-value. We have from scipy.stat, we have scipy.stat is a growing statistical library from which we have imported t-test underscore int, which is used to calculate the t-stage for the means of two independent sample of scores. And here we have imported from scipy.stat one way, perform one way ANOVA. The test is sample from two or more group, possibly with differ sizing. Here we have calculated the p-value. P-value is about the strength of hypothesis. This will give us the round value of 5, which is 0.32132. Now we will load some new data after a cell campaign is run for store C. Here we have mentioned the URL C underscore new. Here we have read the C underscore new. Here we have done operation on array. Now we have created a data frame which is pd.data frame of store A, store B, store C as the columns. Now here we have plotted a graph of variable and value y on y-axis value and on x-axis variable. Now here now we are going, as earlier we have defined that from sci-fi we are going to import t-test underscore int. This t-test underscore int calculate the test for the means of two independent sample of scores, and from scipher.stat we are going to import one way ANOVA. The test is sample from two or more group, possibly differing sizes. Now we are, as we have earlier calculated the p-value, so here also we are going to calculate the p-value by using round 5, which give us 0.01859. We can also change this output by writing here 3 or 2. So now let us go to the PPT again. So this is my question 2, challenges which you have faced during data analysis. Poor quality of data means with lot of missing data and erroneous value, you can achieve your analytics goal in timely manner. Lack of understanding means if you didn't get the data variables and availability of data dictionary, you can not reach your goal. So that is why we want understanding of data. So this is the major reason of lack of understanding of the data. And third one, which is a wrong selection, means wrong selection of tools and data architecture to achieve analytics goal in timely manner. Now let us go. These are the challenges which are faced during the data analysis. So now we will go to the question number 3. Explain and perform ridge regression analysis. We will see linear regression analysis. Simple linear regression analysis, in which can be represented as follows. The expression is given by y is equal to beta naught plus beta 1 x1 plus epsilon. This y is dependent variable, this beta naught is intercept, and this beta 1 is coefficient, x1 is independent variable, and epsilon is error term. So now let's move towards the code. So this is our code. Here we have created a module which name as print underscore doc underscore. Now here we have imported numpy as np. Numpy is used for working with arrays. Here we have imported matplotlib.pyplot as plt, which is used for data visualization. Here we have imported linear underscore model from scikit-learn, which is a free data machine library in Python used for algorithms. Now we are going to do operation on matrix. So this is np.arrange. This is the starting point and this is the ending point 11. So now we are going to do y is equal to np.ones, which consists of all unity elements, means which will contain all ones. Now we will come here we are going to create a array of alpha, which are going to consist of from very big value to small value. So therefore we have here created for a in alphas, reach is equal to linear underscore model, so intercept is equal to false and reach dot p xy. Here we have appended the coefficient dot append reach dot coefficient. So here we are getting the array of from bigger value to smaller value. As you can see here, we can also get the shape of the alpha. I will create the shape. See, alpha dot shape. We will get the shape, but it is not our part of code. That's why we will look forward. So so we will plot the graph. Here we have plotted graph of weights and alpha by plotting dot title. Here we have given a title of reach coefficient. as a function of the regularization. Here we have on C calculated on axis we have given type, and on plot x level we have on x-axis we are getting alpha, on y-axis we are getting weights, and here title we are getting reach coefficient as a function of the regularization. Now we have plot dot show to show the graph. So now let's move towards the PPT. So my fourth question is introduction to data analytics. Analytics is defined as the scientific process of transforming data into insights for making better decisions, in which classification of data analytics consists of descriptive analytics. Descriptive analytics, it is a summarization of information which it provides us a comprehensive structure of a data. Diagnostic analysis is used helpful to study a comprehensive descriptive analysis in depth. Predictive analytics help us to predict the outcome by studying the historical data or previous data. And prescriptive analysis, it is in a prescriptive analytics, it is in a frontier data, it is a final frontier of data analytics. It is a final frontier of data analytics. Now we will see Python packages for data science. It consists of scikit-learn, numpy, seaborn, matplotlib, pandas, tensorflow, keras. Now we will see basic libraries in Python. So first library is NumPy. NumPy is a library in Python which is used for working with arrays. We can also use in it is also used in it is also used in domain like linear algebra, Fourier transform, and matrices. So pandas consist of panda is used for data manipulation and analysis, so we can manipulate the data, and matplotlib is used for visualization or animation, so creativeness. For that matplot library use scikit-learn is used for machine learning. It is an free source library in Python. It features is various algorithm which is used for k neighbors. Now we will see creating numpy array using list. Import numpy as np. First we have imported numpy as np. Now we have created array 1 which is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now here we have created an array 2 on which we have done operation np.array of data type integer. Here we have created a numpy array. Here we are going to check the type, print type array 2. Here we are going to check the length, print length array 2. Here we are going to check the dimension by using print array 2 dot ndim. So creating numpy arrays zeros and one method. The zeros method, here we have created one dimensional array, means it consists of all zero element. Here we can also create two dimensional array which is three rows and two columns. Now we are going to see one method which consists of one dimensional also, means all the element will contain one. And here we can also create two dimensional array, three rows and two columns which consist of all one elements. Here we are creating numpy array using arrange method. Here we are going to create one dimensional array of specified number of element. Now we are going to print that array. Here we have created another array. Here 2 is the starting point and 7 is the ending point, and this 2 is the step size. Now we have printed array 2. The linspace method is used as line array is equal to np dot linspace 1 comma 10 comma 10. This one is the starting point and this 10 is the ending point, and this 10 is the linearly spaced gap between which we can divide the 1 to 10 into 10 parts, and this is the I method, which is from which we can create a 4 by 4 matrix of identity matrix. Means we get the diagonal element will be as a unity, and rows and other element will be consist of zeros, and the random method which we will use to form a 2 by 3 matrix, which can be given as random array is equal to np dot random dot rand 2 comma 3. Now we can creating a numpy array from nested list. Here we have imported numpy as np. Here we have given list 1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. List 2 is equal to 6, 7, 8, 3, 9, 7. List 3 is equal to 9, 8, 12, 12, 7, 8. Here we have created an array 1, which is np dot array, and in which we have written list 1, list 2, list 3. Now let us see the arithmetic operation on numpy array. So here numpy.add means we are going to add arguments element wise. Now numpy.subtract will give us the subtraction. Numpy.multiple will give us the multiplication of arguments. Here numpy.division will give us the division of the inputs element wise. Here numpy.logadd will give us the summation of logarithmic exponential of the inputs. Here numpy logadd expression 2 will give us the logarithmic sum of the exponential to the base 2. Numpy dot true divide will give us the true division of the inputs element wise, and here numpy float dot divide will give us the largest integer smaller or equal the division of the inputs, and numpy dot negative will give us the numerical negative or numerical positive given by the numpy dot positive, and we can get the first array element raised to power from second array element wise by using numpy dot power. So numpy dot mode can give us the reminder of division. So this was my presentation for my DA oral examination. Thank you.